Good morning and welcome. You are with the Skeinz Diaries. It is Monday, the 29th of July, episode 342, I think. Typed it in, can't remember. Sorry, I'm late. Just got caught up in the shop. As you do, but I'm here now. Good to see everybody. How is everyone doing this week? It's back to being grey here again. I hear a cold snaps coming up from down south. So if you're down in the south, I hope you're staying warm and getting some knitting done. I feel dreadful because I actually did get a decent chunk of knitting done on the weekend and towards actually on Friday. I got quite a bit done on Friday. And it didn't help that I've left it at home to show you. So I've been working on that vest. I'm now working my way up the back. I'm up to about here, I think, on the back. So I'm chugging along quite nicely on that, actually. And I'm using the oben that I had, which is left over from the transit vest, and I'm double stranding that with a fine merino cashmere, which I just literally dug out from Stash. It was one we'd sold here years ago through Epic Sale. And it might have been right at the end of the sale. And this happens a lot for me, is that we'll get these things in and I will look at them and I'll think, if that's still there at the end of the sale, that is a sign. That is a sign from the universe that it is for me to have and love. So that's what happened with this particular yarn. I think it was called Imperial. So I had a little bit of that in a blushy pink. So that, and it's looking amazing. It is looking really, 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 really good. So I'm very happy with that. I'll try and remember to bring it in on Thursday to show you. So sorry about that. It's a bit tardy. But the good news is that, yes, it's ticking along beautifully. And if I keep going at the rate that I'm going at now, I might actually have some time to cast on something else. So that will be exciting as well. The other thing I popped out in the newsletter today too is the Gaia. Where I'm so in love with Gaia, and I need to definitely get some Gaia cast on for me. I just adore it. And I popped a wee newsletter out because I had a look in Ravelry, and as you know, there's a number of petite knit patterns, and that's what prompted us to create Gaia, actually, was the number of petite knit patterns that use this sort of double stranding. But the other one that also uses it a lot is Andrea Mowry. And I think I did Bloom a while ago. And then she's also got another one, which is relatively new too, which has just come out. And, oh gosh, and its name is just gone. Brain Engage. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Don't you love it? Old lady moment. And it's done in a alpaca. It begins with P. I remember that. It begins with P. And it's in alpaca. And she was struggling, and this is why I read it, because she was struggling to Paloma. Paloma? No. What was it called? Oh gosh, I'm having an old lady moment. Anyway, she was struggling to find I know where it is. It'll be here. Nebula. Begins with P. It's in that part of the alphabet, Nebula. And she was struggling with Nebula to find because a lot of the designs she has, she'll often do the double strand and then she'll say, or you can just substitute with a DK. But because this yarn is quite a unique yarn with the suri, she actually said in here, I read Nebula is not using a DK weight suri alpaca, which is a very unique yarn, light as a feather. It blooms beautifully, meaning it can be worked at a looser gauge than I would normally pick for a DK weight. I found it difficult to substitute the straight wool DK yarn as it needed to go up many needle sizes to match gauge, and the gauge is 17 stitches. With drastic changes in the fabric, I wanted to be able to offer another yarn idea, but this yarn is extremely unique. And then she came up with doing a double stranding, which would work instead. So when she said that, I suddenly thought, well, actually, Gaia will be perfect for that because of you can actually, I think you would be able to get that gauge, and it will sort of sit loosely and beautifully, and you'd get this lovely bloom for 17 stitches on a 4.5mm needle. Once that is blocked, you're becoming pretty darn tootin' close to that gauge, I would have thought. And it has that lovely lightness and loft. So I just popped that out in the newsletter. Someone has said that the link is not working, and I test all the links before they get out, so I don't quite know how that's happened. But you just need to go to the website, skeinz.com, and go up to Yarns by Brand and drop down to Gaia, or just put Gaia in the search, Gaia, and there you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You'll be able to be there. Of course, this is and I keep forgetting what this one's called. Friday Slipover, which is the petite knits. We've got this knitted. We've got 3 of these in the shop. We've got this one in Gaia, and oh my gosh, it feels so good. We've got this one in Gaia, then we've got one in Albertine, and then we've got one in Pearl Luster with Whisper Fine knitted together, to give you an idea of how the 3 fabrics actually work and how they perform. And they all look fantastic. And they feel so soft and lush and delicious and just really quite beautiful. So we just love it. The Gaia, of course, is now back in stock, and I've got more coming. So that's actually why I've held this here. So this is the natural, which we just love. This one is about to come. We're just waiting for the last few to come through before we put them out. But this is a new one. This is called the Pichu. So actually they look quite similar there, but when you actually put them together, this one's quite fawn, whereas there we go. If I hold it up like that, this one's more oatmeal-y, and we all know how much you love an oatmeal. And then the other one that's coming is Plata, which is that one there, which is this beautiful silver, absolutely gorgeous silver. This one's not even balled yet. I just swiped this off. I literally swiped this off a cone before it went through. When did I swipe this? I swiped this anyway. And it's, look at that. I actually need to knit it up to see what it looks like. But it is gorgeous. So we've got those coming. And then we've also got, sneaky peek, some more colours coming as well. So they will all be starting to sift through. So we're really expanding this range quite considerably. Claire and I love Gaia. Like, we love it. We know you guys love it. I put in the newsletter, like, we have literally had regulars. We've got several regulars that we've put a new yarn out. They adore it. They'll go and they'll test it out, do something small like a hat or some mitts or something to see what it's like. Pretty much everyone that's bought Gaia and done something little with it has come back in and bought garment lots, because they're just like, this stuff is the noise. It is so good. And the best part is it's a great everyday price. We've deliberately tried to keep the price really realistic for you guys every single day, because it just is beautiful, utterly divine. So $6.95, it's gorgeous, completely gorgeous. Annie's saying, is the Gaia slip over, this one here, single yarn or double stranded? No, this one's single strand. So this one's Friday slip over, single strand, 300 meters, and that's the medium. And that, whereas the others are the Pearl Luster with Whisper Fine together, or the Albertine on its own. So that's that one. Now, I'm also wearing this today. This is Shoji. I haven't worn this for ages. And I suddenly thought, I'll dust old Shoji out, because this is another design. Not that I'll knit this one again, because actually, I tell you what. If you're somebody who's glued in front of the Olympics right now, this is the perfect project for you, because you got to knit 2.25 meters of this long swathe of fabric and then fold it together for the cocoon cardigan. And it is definitely a design that it is very rhythmic, and you just get into it, because it's essentially just the different row repeats. So I think it's 4 rows with one of them being a knit row, and the other 3 being a 1 by 1. But it's great, and it's really easy. Now, I did this in Cozy and Whisper Fine, so this was double stranded. This in Gaia would be incredible. Will work so well. And I guess that's the thing, isn't it? It's finding those DK patterns that you just love and have and you really adore, and think, can I Gaia it? Can I Gaia that? Because it just, with that light brush, that lovely halo, it just completely changes the fabric and the dynamic, and you get this beautiful luxury bloom. Seriously, this is almost like Merino Possum Soft without the Merino Possum price tag. It's that good. So it is, you can look at it and you think, yes, I can do that. It really is that wonderful. And feel free to download the pattern as well for that I put out with the cows, because it's just the perfect thing to knock out nice and quick in this yarn. So we are just totally in love with the Gaia. The other thing, and I forgot to grab it, the fabric shavers. We've got plenty of those back in stock, and we've got blades too. They are absolutely probably the best fun you can have with a buzz that's legal and not going to get you into trouble. That's all I can say. They are wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and they're really enjoying. Delene's saying a new Olympic category: knitting fast while dodging escaping bleeps at the opening ceremony. Yes, I'm not going to talk about the opening ceremony, Delene, because I'm still recovering. All I can say is Celine was lovely. There we go. That's my positive on that. I enjoyed Celine Dion. The other thing, Allure, is now just in on the website. I know many of you it is a new batch, but we're looking out for that after Epic Sale. So that is actually just sitting on the website now. And Kelly & Co. My gosh, you guys loved the Kelly & Co. Adored it. In fact, I spoke to Ian about an hour ago, and he said thank you very much for all the birthday wishes, the Kelly & Co. as well, because it was his birthday yesterday. We do have a little bit of Swilly left, and I have put this price back down because that's all we've got left online is just the Swilly. So if you're wanting to get a little bit of cream love to do yourself a nice, the entwined sweater that we've got up, get yourself a little bit of Ryan Gosling going on. You've gone to Deadpool and Wolverine or whatever it is. My kids went to it on the weekend, said it was amazing. So if you want to get a little bit of, that on, you can do that. It will be lovely. It will be very lovely. And you can do that in Swilly. It'll look incredible. Beautiful, classic, divine. So that's still up and happening. And other than that, we're just going to see out Midwinter Stitchmas and heading into August. And of course, August is Can month. I know. Oh, it's been so exciting actually, because all the stuff, I've got new livery for Knit August Nights this year. Every few years, I just change up the graphics a little bit just to freshen things up. And I've immortalised my geriatric bulldog this year. So I've actually got Renly, and it's Renly with some balls of yarn for Knit August Nights, because I don't think he'll be here for the next one. He's quite elderly now, and he has been around. He's been around for all of them, because I had just gotten him. He was actually a wee pup when Knit August Nights started, and he's now a very mature bulldog, and he is. He's just utterly he's my old mate. He is my old mate. So all of that has now come out. So all the bags and the bins and everything have all got bulldog livery on them. So it's not too late to attend at August Nights. You can still register. You can just come and hang out at the event, or there are still classes available. And it's so funny. I've only got about 10% of over all the class spaces. There's only 10% left. But there's quite a spread of what is left. So quite a few classes, there are only 1 or 2 spots in, which is quite unusual. Usually I have, big clumps, but I haven't got that this year. So if you're still wanting to come and think that, there's going to be nothing there, look, there is actually some really smart classes still available, but they are only single spots. There's, I think, 3 classes with single spots left. So you can just actually snap those up and come. Just do it. It'll be an amazing weekend. Really looking forward to it. And knitaugustnights.co.nz if you want to check that out. All right, well, I'm going to keep moving. Oh, Carmel's asking, is there a chance of new colours in Truly Myrtle? I love the Wool and Sport and DK. Not in the Truly Myrtle range. That's going on hiatus just for a bit. Not to say it won't come back, but Libby's working on a whole bunch of other projects, and so are we at the minute. But so that collection, once this collection is sold through, that's it for a while, but we may do another collection in coming years. But just remember, Carmel, that our regular Southlander is exactly the same yarn, just in our standard colours. So do check those out. They are around and available. And actually, Carmel, the Highlander Heathers is also, the only difference being is the way that they are... it's dyed. So the Highlander Heathers, it's the fibre that's dyed and then spun. So that's how you get all those beautiful sort of subtle colours, but the yarn, the fibre is exactly the same. So if you love the sort of bounce and the sort of sheepiness of Southlander, yeah, Highlander Heathers is exactly the same. So you can use that too. So which is what I'm knitting with at the moment. All right, I'm going to keep moving. I know it's short and sweet today. But I'm going to keep moving. Enjoy your knitting, and I will be here on Thursday. And hopefully I'll have my project with me so you can see how my progress is getting on. All right, until then, take care and enjoy. Hope you're not staying up too late or getting up too early for the Olympics. Until then, I'll see you on Thursday.